Hi, welcome back to Junie B. Jones' Boo and I Mean It Read Aloud. We will be reading Chapter 6, Trick or Fruit. Mother put Ollie in his stroller, and she took us trick-or-treating. She tried to hold my hand, but I quick pulled it away. Yeah, only I have not even a scaredy cat baby. I'm not even a scaredy cat baby, I said. I am a Screamy the Clown. After that, I speeded up my feet and I walked very fast in the front of those two. Our first neighborhood house is where Grouchy Mrs. Morny lives. Grouchy Mrs. Morny lives all by herself with Grouchy Mr. Morny. Their yard has lots of lawn decorations in it. Only do not accidentally take a little elf from their garden, or else Grouchy Mrs. Morny will threaten to call the cops. I ran up their porch steps. There was a big trick-or-treat boy already there. He was ringing the doorbell. I looked at him very close. He was wearing fishing boots and a fishing pole. I waved at him with my clown gloves. Hello, how are you today? I said, and I can scare the pants off people. The boy rolled his eyes at me. He didn't say any words. I pulled down his fishing pole very friendly. So what are you dressed as? I asked. The boy stuck his cheeks into his head. I'm a fisherman, you clown, he said. Fisherman? I have an accadoodle, apparently. That's how come I decided to scare the pants off that guy. I did a creepy clown grin. Then I stood up on my tallest tippy toes and I screamed right in his face. Ah! 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 I screamed. Just then, Grouchy Mrs. Monnery opened her front door and she quickly held her ears. Junie B. Jones, my word! Stop all that racket! I stopped my racket. Yeah, only I'm not actually Junie B. Jones, I explained. I'm Screamy the Clown, and Screamy the Clown can scare the pants off people. The fisherman boy rolled his eyes again. I don't even know this clown, he said. I tapped on Grouchy Mrs. Monnery's arm. Trick or treat, trick or treat. Give me something good to eat, I sang very amusing. Grouchy Mrs. Monnery picked up a big bowl, and she gave us each an apple. It plopped it very hard in the bottom of my bag. I stared down at that thing. Okay, doke, here's the problem, Mrs. Monnery. I already have apples at my house, I said. I did a little frown also. Also, I didn't say trick or fruit. I said. The fisherman boy laughed real loud. He leaned over next to me, and he dropped his apple down my clown pants. And he quick ran off the porch. I stood there very shocked. Okay, that's not actually acceptable, I said kind of mumbly. Just then, Mother came up the steps with Ollie the little cow. Mrs. Monterey's face got nicer. She patted Ollie's clown head and she gave him a Rice Krispie treat. I looked serious at that woman. Okay, see, I didn't actually know that Rice Krispie treats were available, I said. And so I would like to trade in these apples, please. I reached into my bag and my clown pants. And I traded to give the apples back. The grouchy Miss Monterey did a grump face. I only made treats for little ones, she said. After that, she patted Ollie's head again. And she closed her door. Mother stared at me. My, that went well. It's only the first house, and you've already had an apple drop down your pants, she said. She did a big breath. And not only that, but you didn't even thank her for the apples, Junie. I thought a second. But I'm not thankful for the apples, I said. Mother rolled her eyes. It doesn't matter, she said. When someone gives you a gift, you always say thank you. I scratched my head at that interesting news. Really? No kidding, I said. Thank you can be a fib, apparently. Who knew? Thanks for reading Junie B. Jones' Boo and I Mean It, Chapter 6. Our next chapter will be called Dumb Cinderella.